Whether you're building a belt for someone or simply buying one for yourself off the shelf, the most important thing we need to worry about is what size of belt do you need? Now, that's the biggest question and kind of can be the simplest one to answer too. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different ways that we can determine what size of belt that you need for yourself or for your customer. First, let's look at what is a belt size. When we measure a belt, we're going to be measuring from the fold here where the buckle attaches down to the center hole. So this belt here, all the belts that I run are 5-hole pattern. So that center hole is going to be our measurement. So from this fold to that center hole is the actual belt measurement. This particular belt is a size 38. So that's what that measurement comes out to be. Now, how do we determine what size that we need? The first thing that everybody wants to go off is their pant size. Say, hey, I wear a 34 or a 36, or women tell you a 12 or something, or a 2. I don't know what that means. It's kind of Chinese to me. But even the men's jean size can vary so much between different brands and cuts and fits, and it's really, with the more jean styles they come out with, the less reliable those jean sizes are. However, if you're going to go for a rule of thumb on a men's jean, if they wear a 34, you would add 2 inches to that. So a 34 jean would wear a 36. That's going to get you in the ballpark. If you have nothing else to go on and this is a gift for somebody and you can just get a jean size and you have to run on that, use that for a general rule of thumb. But it's not my favorite method. The second method, we're going to talk about an actual waist measurement. This measurement here, just get a soft tape. If you don't have a soft tape, have somebody use a piece of string or a rope or something, and then measure that out with a tape measure or a ruler, however you have to do that. But take this waist measurement and have them run it right through the belt loops where that's gonna fit, and come right together with that. Don't suck it down really tight, but just pull that together. I always like to tell people to run that through the belt loops, because otherwise somebody's wearing a sweatshirt or a jacket and they slap that around there and it's covered there, or it's all kind of cockeyed there, and they take a weird measurement, or they'll take it way up high in their belly or down low, and it's going to vary quite a bit. So have them run it through the belt loops. It's going to get you the most accurate measurement. But that measurement is not your actual belt size. The reason being is there's a buckle to contend with. So the waist measurement is going to take into account the buckle length as well. Now, buckles can vary, and I don't like to get too technical about that. There is a 5-hole pattern on here with 1-inch spacing. You have 5 inches of room in there for leeway. Most buckles are going to be pretty darn close. You got to get pretty extreme one way or the other. So I account for 1 inch in there, and that's going to be pretty safe. I've built a lot of belts and haven't run into too many issues as far as doing that. So you would take your waist measurement minus 1 inch. Now, when you do that, the idea is to land somebody in the center hole is what you want to do. You want them to buckle in that center hole. Again, different buckle styles can vary slightly, but for a general rule to follow, you would take the actual waist measurement minus 1 inch. Now, the way I would change that is if I'm going to allow for growth room in kids. If it's a kid I'm measuring, or early teens, we're looking to add for some growth, then instead of adding 1 inch, instead of taking away 1 inch, I would take that waist measurement and add 1 inch. And by doing that, you're making your belt longer and ideally landing that kid in the tightest hole, allowing you more growth room. So on adults, people that are steady in their weight, you would have waist measurement minus 1 inch. That gives you your belt size. Again, that belt size going from your fold down to your center hole. Kids, where you want to allow for growth, you would do the waist measurement plus 1 inch. That's going to tighten them up, get them in that tightest hole possible. All right, the last method, my favorite method for measuring belts. It's the most accurate. It's almost foolproof. Have somebody measure their current belt. So have them take off their belt. It already has the buckle that they're wearing. That's most likely the buckle that they're going to be putting on the new belt, right? So that measurement's already accounted for. But I'm going to take that off and I'm going to hold that as straight as you can. There's going to be a little bit of a bow in there because belts wear like that, and that's just what you have to deal with. But lay that out, measure from the fold where that buckle attaches to the hole they use the most. That is crucial. Don't have them measure from the fold to the center hole, because somebody will give you that measurement, but they won't tell you that they've punched 6 more holes in that thing to try to wear it right now. So measure from the fold to the hole they use the most. That will put you at your new center hole, and that way you're going to get them a belt that fits. If you're trying to determine how long to cut a belt blank, watch for our next video. We're going to get into that and talk about actually constructing that belt and how long of a piece of leather you need to get your actual belt length. Let me know what other questions you have in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.